Hello, this is Will from Refuse to be Feeble. Welcome to Better You Studios. I want to give you a little tour of our leg section. We will go more in depth to another tour where I can show you where a lot of celebrities train and how we build their bodies that we did. First, we're looking at for leg machines. This is a standing leg curl. This is a Body Masters leg curl. The stack goes up to about 150, 160 pounds. But what we do is we stand here and we actually let the person work the hamstring, which is the back of the leg. Here's another leg machine. This is a hamstring machine, which is a seated leg curl. Love this machine. You sit here, your legs are over, and it works that. Remember, for you women and for the men, if you want a good glute, you want that hamstring, which goes up through here. It will tie in well with the glute and make the hamstring pop. The way I describe that is you can have the painting of the Mona Lisa, but without the frame and the lighting. You just have a photograph. So this is the Mona Lisa. Your butt is the lighting and your back is the frame. Let's come around, there's more. Here we have a hip thrust, which is a Nautilus glute machine. Now you'll see a lot of times in the gym, especially women, they're doing this machine left and right thinking that this will build their butt. Let me tell you, there's a gimmick born all the time. This is a great machine that does isolate it. However, you could do squats and it would give you the same thing. But still, we love to have this, and it's a great machine. Come on around, there's still a lot more. This is a Raptor kickback. You stand here, you put your foot there, and you kick back. And I get it many times, people think, again, this is a glute, but it's actually your hamstring. Your hamstring does the job this way. It curls up. Let me show you something else it does. It kicks back. So if you stand there and bring your foot up and you feel your hamstring, then extend your knee back without straightening your leg. Let me tell you, where do you feel it? Is it your hamstring or your glute? Guarantees the hamstring. Next, we have a Raptor prone leg curl, which I can adjust it. The hips are up high, the elbows are down low. This keeps you from arching your back a lot. Next to that is our hammer strength leg curl. This is a unilateral exercise. I like this one, whereas it's harder on the bottom, and as it comes up, it gets a lot easier. Not saying that it is easy, but it does. Each one has a different power curve. The one before that, it actually gets harder on the top. Coming over to this one, which is an oldie but goodie, this is a Nautilus leg curl, assault left and right for this machine. This one has the perfect curve, whereas the tension stays the same all the way through. Doesn't take a lot of weight, guarantee you 10 pounds will break your butt. Okay, come on over. There's so many more to see of just leg machines. Here we have another seated leg curl, which is like carrying. Your thighs go under here, your feet go over, and you're curling the weight underneath to give you that nice hamstring and glute tie-in. Coming on through. This is a vertical leg press. So I have people who actually have back problems and other issues who are afraid to squat. So I can put them on this where they lay flat and they push the weight up. This is a vertical press. I call it the crush her, because if you don't do it right, it will crush her. Let's continue on and find more leg equipment. Now you may notice right here, we have a Camel smoking sign. And if you notice up on the wall over here, there's a Marlboro sign. You may think, why do I want cigarette signs in this place? I call this area you're about to go into is our butt smoking area. So that's why we have them up. There's one more exercise over here I forgot to show you, which is our hammer strength deadlift machine. You can do shrugs, you can do lunges, you can do squats, you can do deadlifts. And if you give me about 2 days, I can make up other things you can do. But now we're going to the belly of the beast of our leg equipment. Remember, if a gym doesn't have leg equipment, something's wrong. You need to leave that gym. Here we have a Cybex press. This machine is a humbler, has not changed its shape or size in years. If you look back at the old Blood and Guts, Dorian Yates used this and it was great. Here we have a abduction machine, which most people do abduction this way and push out. But what you want to do with this one, notice you actually sit and you contract, or I can have people contract and squat into it and come back up. We're having fun. Come on over. This is a hack squat. This is by Pro Maxima, where you're sitting here and you're On the machine, you're pushing it in, and most of the time, I can get a person to come down, get more of the quads and focus on that. For my older people, I don't have to worry about them dropping weights on themselves. As we look here, this is a seated calf raise. Very good to work the soleus. Come on down. I know we're running through this quickly. This is a squat press. This is a great exercise. Unlike the first exercise I showed you, which was the leg press, the squat press, instead of going up and down on an angle of 45 degrees, it comes down and it flips. Next, we have the humbler. This is a belt squat. What is the belt squat? Belt squat is you take the belt, you go around your hip, and you attach it to a lever down here. And you do this without any hands or any weight on your back. You're squatting down and coming up. And a lot of times I would use a certain thing like this. I would use, this bar. And by placing this PVC bar on here, the person hooks the machine to their waist, they squat down and they come up. This bar keeps you from throwing yourself up. It is a great exercise, and you can use it for more than just the legs. You can also work the back and the bicep. Still, there's a lot more leg equipment in this place. Over here, you see a horizontal press. Love this sled. I do it for rehab for people with knees, because when you get on it and you're coming down, there's no pressure on your knees. What you do is you sit here, catch yourself. I can come down, look. There's no pressure. However, I like to do things like this. You turn a person sideways, you use one leg, and you flex. This is also great for building the glute. Here you have a couch. Why do we use this? Because we have machines like this, which is a free motion squat. We love the free motion squat because I can click and set the weight wherever I want, and I go up. Here's the safety part about it. If you say your legs give out, you come down, it stops. Look, it won't move any further. So that way I can actually push people past their normal range. Over here we have a hamstring, horizontal press. We sit here, we're pushing out. I can hit the inner thighs, the outer thighs, the glutes, the left long, right long, and your eyeballs. Over here is one of my favorites, Pro Sport Fitness. This is a Smith machine, but you may ask yourself, how could this be a Smith machine? Because how can it rack? Notice there's no hooks. Let me show you something special about this machine. Notice it doesn't move. However, you hear a click, it is free. Now, let's say I'm squatting or I'm bench pressing and I can't do it anymore. Guess what I do? Let it go. You can go here and you'll be ready to dump the weight. You let it go and it will automatically stop. Love this machine, only a few people have it. One last machine, or should I say two, because there's a lot of machines in here for legs. This is a glute ham raise. This works the hamstrings. It can also work the glutes. I can even flip you around to do the abs. What happens is you're locked in here, you extend it out, and you reverse curl your way up. Looking over here, this is a leg extension. This is a pyramid, which was a precursor to trotter. Love this machine, whereas I can adjust it. And here's the great part. This machine is so light. Now you may ask yourself, why do you want a light machine? Because when I have people with knee problems, I'm trying to build this quad, I don't need them kicking the weight. I want them contracting. So this weight, it doesn't take a lot, and the curve, the cam is very big, so I can get a person to come up to lockout. Why do I want lockout? When you get older, you want to have more flexibility. This is zero flexion. Now remember, I had a bilateral quad tear and then I retore this 2 other times. So technically, I should be able to get my legs to here at zero flexion, but we can't. Remember, as adults, you want zero flexion. If you turn around right behind you, this is a kneeling leg curl. Love working the hamstrings and glutes, legs. For those who don't work legs, get in the gym and work legs. There's nothing sadder than a person with a nice upper body and no legs. You put your knee here, you're on. And what we do is we curl up, we fully extend. Now remember, all this equipment that you see in here, this is not an open gym. This is private one-on-one training. One trainer, one person. So when my celebs come in here, we can come in here in privacy. You don't have to worry about anyone else being in here. Over here, we have my hoist multi-hip. This works the inner thigh. It can also work the outer thigh. I can turn around and work the hamstring. I can kick back and work the glute. Many different things. Still, there's a little bit more. One last exercise we forget, which is a Pro Maxima leg extension. Love it because we can sit there and make it measure or adjust any part of your body that you want. You want the weight to hit here. We can bring it perfect. If I want to start a person here, I can start them up here. If I want it so they can only go so far, let's say I get them here and I only want them to go there, it'll stop. Or I can say they can come up to here and it will stop. So that's a quick tour of my leg section and a private facility, one-on-one training, my home gym, my playground. As we get more into our videos, I promise I will give a more in-depth video and show you some of the clients that I have trained celebs and how they look on stage and how we at Better You made them look awesome. For any other questions, please contact us and we'll be happy to answer you.
We are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said, yeah, we are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said, yeah, we are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said, yeah, we are the people that refuse to be feeble.